Welcome to Creating Connections podcast, episode 143. I am Mitch Taylor.
And I'm Vicki Musney.
And, 143 in the kids' vernacular means I love you.
I don't think it does anymore. I don't know. I think that was more like an old school.
Sorry.
I think that was our generation.
Am I that dated dad right now? I'm that dated dad.
That's me. Might be.
Yeah. Today we're going to talk about being flexible.
Oh, the irony that you've got us two Reds trying to tackle this topic.
Yes. See how the Reds handle it here right after the break.
That was nice and easy.
What are you talking about? This also speaks to a much bigger issue.
Providing personal solutions through understanding people. This is the Creating Connections podcast with Gitomer Certified Advisor Mitch Taylor and Certified Personality Trainer Vicki Musney.
Welcome back to Creating Connections podcast, episode 143. I'm Mitch.
And I'm Vicki.
And today we're talking about being flexible. Yes. It's that holiday time of year, and how important is it for us to truly be flexible?
I know. I love it. When we wrote this book, I don't think either one of us was really excited. We wrote the outline, the 31 chapters, and then we picked who was going to write which one. I feel like I kind of drew the short straw on this one because neither one of us are particularly naturally good at being flexible.
Not really.
But I'm working on it. And I do think it's important, and that's why I continue to work on it. And I did write the chapter on this. But in the book, we wrote it from the perspective of being flexible when meeting with clients. And I'm just going to trust that you've read that chapter and you're applying those things with your clients. And if you need a refresher, you can
right now.
It'll make a great Christmas gift. But honestly, I think this time of year especially, I need this reminder for other areas of my life. And Halloween was a big learning experience for me. It was a very different year for us. And there are times when I need to be reminded about being flexible as the holidays get closer. I need to be flexible with my staff when they need certain days off to travel. I'm needing to learn to be flexible with my own family. We're having Christmas on December 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
That is Christmas Day for my family because I have nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
I have nieces and nephews that have shared custody situations, and we pick the day that works so we can all be together. And if I were to be like, well, we've always done Christmas with our family on Christmas Eve, and we have to do it on the 24th in the evening. Well, for me, it wouldn't be worth it because my whole family couldn't be there.
Right.
And I would rather be flexible and have it on the 23rd and have everyone that wants to be there be able to be there. So to me, that is more important.
Yeah.
But
it's just so important this time of year because realize that there's a ton of pressure going on. And even, you have parents, you have siblings, maybe they've lost a parent or sibling during the year.
Mm-hmm.
So that holiday depression can be a real thing. And you need to learn to be flexible with whomever you're dealing with and realize that life is too short to not be tied to certain things. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
in business, you're going to have certain rules that you have to abide by.
Yep.
For, coding violations, or can't bring your alcohol from outside into our place of business. We'll lose our liquor license, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Right? We have those things, and we're not talking about those things. We're specifically talking about socially, when you're creating connections with someone and you're trying to understand people better, have a heart.
I think we create so much unnecessary stress for ourselves, and especially this time of year, there's all of these other things that we have to do, and we have to find just the right gift, and we have to do this, and we have to do that. And that if there are things that you can be flexible about, or things that you can just let go, let that be your gift to yourself this year, and just cut yourself a little slack.
That's just
maybe.
The Reds think alike sometimes too.
Well, I think this is something we need. We need this reminder as much
Mhm.
as we think it's important for all of you watching or listening to have this reminder. We need to be flexible. Maybe you've always done something a certain way. Well, do you have to do it that way? If you don't,
Mhm.
let it go. If somebody has a different idea on your team about where they want to get together for the, holiday happy hour tradition, maybe
Be
you've
open to it.
always had it at the same place. Okay, so try something new.
Yeah.
How bad could it be?
Exactly. It's not bad at all. It's just a question of, you want to be flexible and open-minded, and then it shows you actually care about the other person
Mhm.
versus you're stuck in your ways. And then how, especially if it's a team member,
Yeah.
if you say you have an open door policy, but yet you're not there to listen, actions do speak louder than words.
Yeah.
And so you need to be flexible with them, understanding and realize, be flexible not with just your words, but with your actions.
And your attitude. There's times when
Yes.
I can choose to be flexible, but maybe inside I'm still kind of resentful. Well, then you're not really being flexible. You're just being fake. And if you're going to decide, hey, I'm going to do this because it's in the other person's best interest, you have to find a way to do that with your whole heart.
Yeah.
And really, really try. And I think for us Reds, it is hard. It does take some more effort sometimes. I know I get frustrated, especially this time of year when my schedule is so tight and I'm trying to cram running my errands in between my meetings and appointments, and then somebody wants to change the time or something. It does not do anything to bring me holiday joy.
No.
But I have to just say, you know what? The relationship is what matters more than the task, more than the meeting. I care about this person, and I'm sorry that they wanted me a half hour later. That puts a ripple in my day, but the relationship is more important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So those are our thoughts on being flexible. And I think it's important that you take that to heart this holiday season.
Speaking of holidays and being flexible, I'm very proud of us, especially you, Mitch, for agreeing to take the next 2 weeks off of doing a podcast. I think we have only actually taken 1 week off since we started.
I think you're
so
right.
Considering that we're coming up on the 3-year mark in March, I think it's okay that we can take off, Christmas and New Year's. So
yeah,
I'm proud of us. I think that's going to help us be more flexible
Agreed.
in what we do, and spend a little much needed time with our family and our kids and just relaxing. So
it's good to take that break.
So this is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from
Merry
us.
Christmas.
And then we will see you back on our regular scheduled program beginning January 8th. Yes.
2018. Holy cow. Can you believe it?
For real. Yep.
Kicking off another season here, 2018. Another year, I should say, 2018. And we hope you continue to join us and consume Creating Connections podcast, wherever you do, whether it's video, whether it's audio, iTunes, wherever you're getting it. Thank you so much for being a part and joining us on this journey. This is Creating Connections podcast, providing personal solutions through understanding people. We'll see you next time, 2018.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Creating Connections podcast with Gittimer Certified Advisor Mitch Taylor and Certified Personality Trainer Vicki Musni. For more information on providing personal solutions through understanding people better, visit creatingconnections.biz.